I'm going to show you how to create your own version of this mixtape cover featuring Tyga. I don't know who this dude is. So here we have an image of Josue, and when I'm looking at it, I can see that there are 4 layers here. I can see at the very base is an image of him desaturated. I'm going to show you how to do that. And on top of that, I've got a layer of sort of black just around the outsides, as you can see right now. I've got text, his name, and I've got this image on the top, and what you'll see is that it's just paint splattered about with the color blending mode. So we can create this effect pretty easily. So let's get started. So here we've got Chris, and I'm going to press Control U to pull up the hue saturation box, and when we do that, we're going to want to go to the saturation. It's the middle dial. I'm going to bring it all the way to the left to desaturate it, which means make it black and white. Next, I'm going to use the magic wand, and I'm going to select this black area, and I can see that not only is the background selected, but so is his hair and his sweatshirt, and that's fine, that's great. I'm going to create a new layer. That's critical. And I'm going to make black the foreground color. I'm going to switch to the paint bucket. I'm going to fill it. So now when I press Control D, I can see that we've got this layer solid black, which is critical for the next step. So let's create a new layer. And this is where the fun starts. I'm going to change the blending mode from normal all the way close to the bottom to color. And when we do that, we can go into the foreground color and select the color. You can go into the upper right hand corner of the color picker. I'm going to suggest you stay a little to the left of it. I'm going to go to the paint brush. I'm going to right click, and when we do that, I'm going to make sure that I'm on layer 2. Layer 1 is that black, and the bottom layer is his desaturated face, and we can just go along and add lots of color to this image. You're going to want to be really creative, and you can be messy, and what you can do is you can add a lot of yellow. Then if you want to simply paint over it with some green, that's cool too. And you're going to notice that these greens, these yellows are kind of harsh, so I recommend that in the layers palette where you see opacity, reduce it from 100 to maybe 75, and that looks good, and it's going to come out not quite as intense. When you're using the paintbrush, right click, and you see this black arrow. When you click on that, you can pull up lots of different brushes. If you click, for example, natural brushes, and you're going to want to replace them, press OK. We've got lots of cool new brushes that we can pull up. So I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to right click, change the diameter, and I'm still on green, but we can add some reds right there. And if you want to reduce the flow, you're more than welcome to do that too. And you can have a lot of fun with this. This looks pretty cool. How can we obtain the font that looks like this DJ Drama Presents Well Done in this Tiger logo? So what we can do is write our name, and this script, this font doesn't look too gangster, so we can get a cool font either at defont.com, or in your email you'll find Dolly Dots. It's a TTF file for me. You're going to want to download it and save it to your folder. I'm going to save it to my desktop, and I'm going to go to my desktop, and I see that it's right here. This is it. So what I'm going to need to do next is go to Start and then Run. And when I get to Run, I type in fonts, F-O-N-T-S. There we go. And then you click and you drag in this image. And that's all it takes to install. Once you've dragged it in, you need to click on the image and press delete, because we don't want it anymore. We're going to get that out of there once it's installed. And now what I can do is highlight this text, or simply write your own, and go to Dolly Dots. Alright, that looks much cooler.